You cannot get your spark back. You cannot move forward if you live with this resentment, this anger within you. He doesn't even deserve that energy from you. He doesn't even deserve a thought. You have to completely detach from him in every way. And this means also mentally. Now, one of the worst experiences in my life was definitely when I was with a narcissistic man. And after this relationship, I completely lost myself. I completely lost my spark, lost my confidence, everything that makes me me. And it took me such a long time to find that back. But I did some things that I want to share with you today, and hopefully it will help you out if you are in this situation currently. You should never let your confidence, your beauty, be defined by a man. That is what happens when we are in a narcissistic relationship, because this narcissist, this man, is purposely trying to break you down, make you feel less about yourself. So the first thing that I did is I had to completely detach from this man and also detach from the way he thinks about me. I couldn't let this man define who I am anymore. I had to remember who I am, detach from this man completely. And it's not just physical, it's also mental and spiritual. Detach from whatever he ever did to you, ever said to you. Don't let that infiltrate your spirit and who you are. You have to be able to cultivate that within you without external validation of a man, of a new man that you meet, but also friends and family, social media. Detach your confidence, your beauty, and how you feel about yourself from people in general. Reconnect with who you were before you met him. Because before you met this man, you were a light, you were confident, you were smiling all the time. You may have had this purity, this innocence about yourself. That's why he fell for you. That's why the narcissist, the toxic man, fell for you. It was because of your light. So reconnect with who you were before you met this man, before you were in this relationship. You know, that version of you is still inside you. That light, that purity, that kind-hearted spirit that you have is still inside of you. And you just need to find a way to reconnect with it again. So I want to say this again. Never let your confidence or your sense of beauty be defined by any man. Not this toxic man, not men that you will date in the future. Your confidence and your beauty should be determined by you. And so whatever happens within relationships with these men out here, they could never touch your inner worth. They could never touch your confidence. They could never touch your spirit. Now, the second way that helped me to get my spark back, you have to forgive this man and you have to forgive yourself for putting up with his behavior. Self-forgiveness allows you to move forward without carrying that weight, that trauma on your back, right? We have to find a way to let that past, that part of us go. We learn, we don't forget, but we let that side of us, that version of us go. So forgive yourself, truly forgive yourself, and forgive this man. You cannot get your spark back. You cannot move forward if you live with this resentment, this anger within you. He doesn't even deserve that energy from you. He doesn't even deserve a thought. You have to completely detach from him in every way. And this means also mentally. Stop holding a grudge. Stop being angry. Forgive this man. Let this man go. This man cannot affect you anymore. This man does no longer have power over you. Send him his way, and God will take care of him. I truly believe that. And I also believe in karma. It is not your job, right? You are not the karma. All you have to do is to just let go, move on with your life. Now, I also wanted to give you some more practical tips of things that I did to get my spark back. We have a mental aspect, and then we also have the physical, the practical aspect, things we can do to get our spark back, to feel alive again. Focus on healing your body and your nervous system. This starts with nutrition. Food is medicine. Food is our medicine. If we want to feel better spiritually, mentally, it starts with the body. Eat clean, healthy, unprocessed foods. You won't feel this emotional heaviness anymore. Some herbs and superfoods that truly help me out on a day-to-day basis is maca. Maca is great for regulating your hormones, regulating your mood. Then another favorite of mine is moringa, which is kind of like a multivitamin. If you have low energy, for example, you're missing certain nutrients, then definitely I can say moringa is like this multivitamin that you can take to replenish yourself. Ceremonial cacao is great to improve our mood. It has tons of antioxidants, minerals. It helps with your serotonin and to just feel good. So even 1 cup a day or a few cups per week can really help with your mood, right? Lifting up your energy. When it comes to herbs, I can definitely recommend blue lotus, rose, or lavender tea to calm down any stress or anxiety that you may experience. And ashwagandha is also another herb that is really good for this, that you can try. In this period, what I was doing is I was being as healthy as I can be, right? With food, sugar intake, not drinking, no alcohol, no weed. These are all distractions. These are all things we take to numb ourselves, right? To forget the pain. But what it does is it actually delays the process of healing, right? Because you keep running away from yourself and the truth. So if you stay away from alcohol, stay away from weed, partying, all these distractions, you're gonna find yourself way sooner. Your mind is probably so focused on this man, on this relationship, dealing with heartbreak, dealing with the pain. Find a new focus. Maybe it's something creative like writing or painting. Maybe it's starting a new business. What will happen is you will start to expand your life. You will start to expand your skills, who you are. And you will slowly and surely stop dwelling over the past, Stop dwelling over this relationship and what this man did to you. Somewhere in that process, you will remember who you are. You will remember who you are, how capable you are, how talented you are, how beautiful you are. A skill, a project, a hobby will definitely bring that out of you, right? Because we just forgot. We just forgot how amazing we actually are. This man tore you down, stripped you away of everything that you are. And so this process is all about remembering, having fun, right? Going back to that innocence that we all have, play more. I was traveling in Thailand, and I was in this town called Pai. And whenever we would go to a cafe, I always saw drawing paper, pencils. In another cafe, I saw games. Every cafe there had something playful. I started to do this, I started to draw again for fun, right? I started to paint again for fun. And somewhere in this process, that inner child of me came out. A child that is just enjoying the moment, the presence. And that is why I can recommend it so much, because so many of us ladies, we have so many responsibilities that we truly forget to have fun and to enjoy life. Start this new hobby, whatever this is, pick up your old passion, and you will remember who you are. You will remember who you are.
Stay on my job like no days off.